Hi, I'm Kat. This is a session to introduce you to meditation. It will be guided, and the focus that we're going to use for the meditation is our breath. So it's nice and simple. It will be completely guided, and if you are new to meditation and you haven't wanted to do it before or felt that it sounds really difficult, how am I going to empty my mind of all thought, then be reassured that's not what we're here to do. We're here to give the mind something really specific to focus on. So instead of it being lots 50 different thoughts going on in our mind, we're trying to just give it one thing. But little thoughts will come in and out, that's normal. But what we do is training the mind so when we notice the mind is wandering off, that we bring it back to our breath in this case. So what I like to do first before I sit for meditation is just do a few stretches, make the body feel more comfortable so that we can concentrate on the breath and not thinking, oh, my back hurts a little bit or my hips feel really tight. So we get the most out of our meditation. So we're going to start first of all sitting cross-legged. So like this. If that's particularly uncomfortable for you, then you could sit in a chair if you'd like to, or sit with the legs out in front. If you're comfortable enough here, we're going to take a breath in, and then as we breathe out, we're going to just walk the hands forward and fold from the hip so that we keep the spine nice and long. The head's relaxed down. We're breathing down to our tummy. You should feel a stretch in your hips. Back. Do a little side stretch. So inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, come over to the right. And just root through both your sitting bones. One will want to lift up a bit. But by pushing through both sit bones, we'll get more of a stretch down the side of the body. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, the arm comes down. Inhale, sweep the other arm up. Exhale, come over. Again, rooting through both the sitting bones. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, arm comes down. To move with the legs out in front now. Just come onto the sit bones. Going to do a twist. So bring your right leg in, step it over the left. Hug that right leg in with the left arm, right arm behind you. Inhale, lengthen up through the body, and exhale, turning to the right. Maybe the gaze goes round a bit further, so you give the neck a stretch too. And you'll find the breath is a bit more restricted in a twist. That's normal. So what I ask you to do is just let the breath come in nice and slowly, and it just starts to seep its way into the body in a twist. Bring the gaze back round. The shoulders come back round to the front. Leg comes out long. Left one comes in, step it over the right, hug that left leg in with the right arm, left arm comes behind you, inhale, lengthen up through the body, exhale, turn to the left. Bring the gaze back, the shoulders come back round, legs go long, give them a little shake out. And keep the hands here behind you. You're going to lift the gaze, let the shoulder blades come towards each other, lift up through sort of the centre of the chest, the heart space here, little back bend, and you'll find the breath feels a bit tighter across the chest. So again, just asking you to take the breath in slowly, smoothly, don't rush it in. Back. Good. Come round onto all fours. So last stretch, just tucking my top in a little bit so you can see my tummy. So we're going to inhale. So from here, knees underneath the hips, wrists under the shoulders. We're going to inhale, lift the gaze, let the tummy relax down, the tailbone pushes away, and then as you exhale, tucking the tailbone under and looking between the legs. So inhaling, lifting the gaze, the tummy relaxes. Exhale, head relaxes between the arms, looking between the legs, the tummy moves up towards the spine. So just a few more here. So this helps us, the spine to really free up, also gives the shoulders a good stretch. Often a place we feel tension is the shoulders. I know that's where I do. So I really enjoy doing this stretch. Feel like I get a lot of benefit from it. Okay, and then come back to centre. Just coming back onto your heels for a moment. Okay, so really I like to do a bit of movement before meditation for the reason of feeling more comfortable, but also by doing that we have this connection with our breath straight away. The movement and the breath come together and the mind already starts to settle down a little bit, and then we can give it something specific to focus on. Okay, so we're going to use the breath as the focus. Really simple. And first of all, most important thing when we sit for meditation is that we're touching the ground in some way. So you could be sat on a chair, but make sure the feet are touching the ground. You can be sat like I am here on the back of your heels. May find putting something underneath here makes you feel a bit more comfortable. Or you can sit cross-legged. But it's just having that contact point with the ground and you feel secure. Okay. And then the other important thing I find is that the spine, you want to keep it lengthened. Not sort of like collapsing here. Keep it lengthened and you will be able to breathe more effectively. You won't feel like it gets stuck, the breath. So closing the eyes, choosing the position that you want to sit in, and if at any point you feel like you need to change position, that is completely fine. So being aware of where the body's touching the ground now, so where the feet are touching the ground, maybe the legs, maybe the sit bones. And just allow yourself to settle and feel the support of the ground beneath you. Awareness to the spine, just lengthening up through the spine. The shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Placing the hands, either one palm into the other, or you can have them separate, it's up to you. Check the face. Are you holding any tension in the face, the jaw? Soften the face. And then just let the crown of the head slightly just have that reaching feeling up towards the ceiling. And then I want you to bring your awareness to your nostrils. So bring your awareness to your nostrils. Breathing in and out through the nose. And you'll notice when you breathe in, there's this coolness to the air that you're breathing in. You can feel that as it comes into the body, it feels cool. And then still keeping that focus on the nostrils, you'll feel that the breath is warm as you breathe out. So just let yourself focus on the nose, the nostrils, and the coolness of the breath as you breathe in, and that warmth of the breath as you breathe out. And then just taking the awareness now from the nose. And the journey of the breath from the nose is, it comes into the back of the throat. Once it's come through the nose, it goes down the windpipe, the trachea, down into the lungs. And the lungs are expanding with the breath in. The diaphragm moves down to allow the lungs to expand more fully. And when you breathe out, the diaphragm pushes back up into the lungs, helps to squeeze the breath out of the lungs, back up through the windpipe, through the throat and out through the nose. So just trying to take your awareness now of the journey of the breath into the body as you breathe in. And then the journey of the breath out of the body as you're breathing out, so as you're exhaling, following the breath out. There's just this smoothness and steadiness to the breath. Remembering if the mind wanders, that's fine, just you've noticed and you're bringing it back now, you're bringing it back to your breath. Being aware again of where you're touching the ground, so noticing where you're touching the ground, noticing the feet, the legs, maybe the sit bones. And then just following the sound of the bell until it stops. Pausing for a moment to notice how you feel. So just taking a check-in, how do you feel? How does the body feel? How's the mind? How's the breath? Maybe that's changed. And this is us having just more awareness of ourselves. There's no goal of how you should feel, it's just how you feel.